Hello everybody, welcome back for some more Metal Gear Rising Revengeance with a vengeance, packed vengeful venged. So, we're still in R-03. I'm honestly trying to remember how to play this game again, or just trying to remember how to do anything at all for that matter. Give me one sec. No, I didn't want the dive kick, I wanted that. Oh, I got a hit in. But yeah, it's been a bit. I've been mostly playing Tekken, and I will apologize for, you know, the last episodes, the last 3 episodes, just being kind of, I guess, not really up to par or really up to snuff with what I want for a game like this. I mean, the thing is, too, like, I've admitted it before, but I play this game a certain way. And when you play this game a certain way, and you just get used to how it goes, where it's just constant S ranks and, you know, trying to grind for whatever it is you're trying to grind for, right? It kind of makes it a lot more difficult to do it as a regular Let's Play. And now that I'm feeling better, just overall physically, and I'm feeling better, I guess you could say mentally with it, because I did, you know, get sick last weekend, and that kind of prevented me from doing anything. And this week, I've been, you know, putting a lot of effort toward trying to finish some stuff. And honestly, like, I wouldn't mind, you know, doing a bit more Metal Gear Rising, because I love it. And now that I'm able to do Let's Plays like I used to again, I could probably at least treat this like a Let's Play again. So, we, you know, there's that. I don't know if, I mean, I assume that most people probably don't care if I treat it like I normally do. I don't think anybody really gives a shit, but still, you know, I kind of want to at least somewhat act like this is still, you know, Let's Play material, so let's try to keep up with that. If I get hit, you know, I'll try not to restart checkpoint. It depends on how far I am in said checkpoint. God damn it, I don't want to go through the door. Alright, fine, whatever. Yeah, so another thing is I just now finished today Tekken 3 Let's Play, so that's great. I'm glad that that's finally over. Not that, like, you know, Tekken 3 is bad, but trying to unlock Dr. Boskanovich was a fucking pain in the ass. So, at least I did that, and playing him was also a pain in the ass, and so was Gon. But I got those done before today. But Dr. B I got done today, that's what I mean to say. Gon and all the other stuff was done previously. But that's for people that keep up with Tekken, which by the time that this video gets released, because I already uploaded the last 2 episodes of Tekken 3, as in like Dr. B and the bonus video showing off Tekken, you know, Beach Ball and the Tekken Force. This will probably be uploaded the same day, so most likely everyone's gonna have an idea of like, oh, okay, he's already done with it. I already saw it. You know, there's a thumbnail that literally said finale on it, so I'm pretty sure he's done. Then I eat him.
You won't change my mind, Boris. This is my fight now.
And your wife and son? What of them?
They're in New Zealand.
You know, I always forget that Raiden had a wife and kid. And I honestly, I always forget that Rose was the one that married. That's with him.
They are the law in Denver.
Yeah, we've met.
Well then. Officially, Maverick Incorporated condemns you and your actions as unlawful.
But
And a pain in the asshole. Now, increase your codec encryption. Do not worry about the lag.
And unofficially?
I'll do all I can over the codec to help. I do not like what those Mudaki are doing any more than you.
Spasiba, Tavares. Spasiba.
alright. Back on track here. Sorry about the dead air. I know people probably hate that too, but it's Metal Gear. I mean, what do you want? It's either I have dead air or I skip the codex, and I don't think. I don't know. I don't know why I keep thinking like, oh, people will hate this or people will hate that. You see, that's the thing though with me. It's like that's what tends to fuck up my YouTube a lot, or like why it fucks up a lot of the things I do in life. Is because I spend too much time thinking like, well, folks might not like it if I do this. Yeah, but who gives a shit? I mean, if they do, or they, you know, if they do, they do. They don't, they don't. Because, like, at the end of the day, like, I should realistically just give a shit about my own means. Which I took damage there. I don't know how the fuck I took damage. I took 4% damage from something. Probably a tripod, little bugger. Just like a random attack from one of the tripods, I'm sure. Because there's no way in hell I'm pretty sure that was chip damage that did that. That time was a missile. I know that for a fact. Now, real quick, just pro tip. I'm sure that you could... Oh, yeah, I probably got shot earlier. That's probably what happened. Anyway. I think this is the first time I actually get to show this off, maybe. Or didn't I get that before? And now all of a sudden I can't do it. Okay. Whatever game, whatever you say. So, if you're going to go for S ranks, like I keep talking about all the time, I would suggest having upgrades and having Ripper mode. Now, I thought about doing an S rank guide with no upgrades, but I got to like Mistral and I suffered doing it. It was completely new game, by the way, too. So, yeah, spoiler alert, but your rage mode in the game that you get later on was not accessed at that time, so it made Mistral's fight even more fucking difficult than it should be. So it kind of made me wonder, like, should I try it without upgrades, but keep Ripper mode as a thing I can do? Or what? I don't know. I mean, that would be cool. But the thing is, I have to get back to doing guides, too. And for those that are up to snuff when it comes to my guide channel, which, you know, that's great if you are, I have to say that, like, it's not that I've lost complete motivation when it comes to doing hardcore or anything like that. It's just more so that I've had better things to do than it. I have, okay, so let me put this way. I have, okay, I did hardcore for a lot of reasons. You know, one of those reasons, of course, being, like, I took pride in it, right? Like, I always enjoyed the fact that I was able to beat games on hard and then show off that I could do it and then even help people along the way with things that they might not know how to do themselves. And that was always, you know, fun to do. There's like three things going on. Like, I like to show off, I like the idea of playing games on hard, and I like the idea of helping people. Even though, like, a lot of these things can be, you know, seen on other YouTube channels, I'm sure, but at the same time, like, it's just kind of nice doing my own take on a game or whatever, right? And it's also just nice to see myself achieve those almost nigh impossible difficulty challenges, right? So, not God Hand. That, ooh, God Hand's painful. But, you know, Metal Gear Rising S ranks and stuff, and then, like, God Hard for Vanquish, which, by the way, if I do Vanquish Let's Play, which I do plan on doing, I would like to do it on hard mode, because that's just the way that I've grown up playing it. The first time I ever played the game was on hard, because I thought, like, it's just a shooter, I'll be alright. And it did definitely test my patience, but it made me a better player at it too, so I think that kind of helps. I usually don't play, well, nowadays, I usually don't try to play games on hard too often at first. It depends on the game, because, like, back then, if it was a platinum game, I would play on hard for the sake of, you know, playing on hard, because that's what, like, oh, that's what the normal mode really is. But then it's like, well, I mean, if I do that, then, you know, I won't get, like, another playthrough that will help me unlock more stuff, maybe. No, like, no, you can still get away with doing normal with that, to be fair. So, to be honest, it's kind of my fault for just being dumb. But it doesn't matter. I used to be like that, and hardcore shows that quite a bit, to be fair. Anyway, like, I have other things outside of YouTube that I'm doing that I feel like hardcore, especially back then, was done for, like, the sake of, like I said, for, like, I guess you could argue a pride and joy type situation, right? Where it's like, oh, this is my thing. This is, like, my main project that I really want to work on. And then now that I've, you know, garnered other things to do outside of YouTube, those have taken more of a, you know, a front row seat versus hardcore, where hardcore just, the role that hardcore would fill is basically kind of lowering down. And to be fair, like, I think I've done a pretty good amount of games on that channel. It's kind of like the same concept with, like, this channel as well. I feel like I'm going to get to a point where I've done every Let's Play that I want to do, and then I'm just not going to want to do maybe solo Let's Plays anymore. After a bit, who knows? Because, I mean, there's plenty of games that I could do, but I feel like there's some games that just don't work as a Let's Play. And to be fair, to be completely fair, Metal Gear Rising I feel like is the same way. Vanquish might be okay for a Let's Play, but I feel like Metal Gear Rising, like, the way I treat it always made it harder to want to do it as a Let's Play, so it happens. Yeah, it depends on the game, of course. And that was the other thing, too, is, like, hardcoring back then was another way for me to show off, well, not my own gameplay merits, but mostly to show off games that I wouldn't normally play on my Let's Play channel, because I feel like they would be not necessarily too hard to do, necessarily. Hold on, I just blanked out there for a second. It's not that they would be too hard to do, it's just more so like they just wouldn't be fitting for a Let's Play, like I said, like Last of Us, you know, I don't personally think that I would like to do a Let's Play of that. But when it comes to, like, Let's Play stuff, you know, I'm perfectly fine with doing, like, God Hand or whatever, or even, you know, Uncharted, because they're very, you know, well, they are cutscene heavy, which they would work better on hardcore, technically speaking, but they worked for what they were, you know. I feel like I'm kind of known for doing that on here. But then there's also, like, the exceptions, like with God of War, where I feel like with God of War, I could potentially do them on both channels, and I would be okay with that. And even, like, Ninja Gaiden, to an example, as well. Like, I feel like that one works perfectly on both channels, too. Which, speaking of which, it might not happen, but I thought about doing, like, a Ninja Gaiden Black, just casual Let's Play. So, essentially, like, I'll play the game and, like, skip cutscenes and just play it like how I normally play it. Because Ninja Gaiden Black is just fucking awesome. And, you know, is absolutely, unequivocally the best version of Ninja Gaiden 1 ever. So, well, I mean, that's just, like, my opinion, dude. Well, the funny thing is, like, I remember, you know, I got shit on back then for thinking that Ninja Gaiden Black was harder than, like, Sigma or whatever, because at the time well, realistically, I did parrot things that I heard online because I didn't know. God, I'm so bad at this. I didn't know if it was harder or not. I just heard that it was, and I just took it as, you know, face value. But after playing through it, you know, a couple of times, it's like, I don't know. I mean, it's still Ninja Gaiden, but yeah, it's still, like, my preferred way of playing it, in all honesty. Like, they cut out the Rachel I mean, they weren't even there to begin with. Because, you know, Ninja Gaiden Black was the second version of Ninja Gaiden remake that came out, reboot series. It was the upgraded version of Ninja Gaiden Vanilla. Which, to be fair, like, Vanilla's fine and dandy, but the whole, like, actually having to use essence charges for literally everything and not just UTs kind of makes it, you know, not that enjoyable, I guess. No, I mean, it's not terrible. It's a different type of challenge. I don't mean to sound mean when I say that. I mean, like, it's definitely different. But different doesn't always mean bad. I'm just so used to the normal, well, quote-unquote normal, but, like, the new, you know, normal way of playing Ninja Gaiden, which is essentially UTs that could be charged all on your own. Also, yeah, be wary, there's a chopper right here. Like, I already knew that was coming, I'm just saying that I just kind of stood there and not really forgot about it, but just more so, like, just didn't care. Because I have to do this, like, every goddamn time just to fucking kill him, and it's like, ugh. And then he'll do that shit while he'll run away. Now, yes, I have a stinger, but why do that when I have a sword? Right? Okay, I was going to take damage no matter what I wanted. Let's just cut off his arm so he stops hitting me all the time. Shit. Now, I don't know, I don't remember exactly how to activate it. I think it just depends on what's going on. Like, with both things. Wait, no. What happened to the other guy? Did he just fucking bleed out? Yeah, that's another thing, too, you can get scored on as well, is you can actually get a no-kill bonus. Which, in some cases, can actually truly help you. It depends on what you're going for, I guess. But, yeah, if you want, like, a no-kill bonus, you can get that. Whether or not it's better... Oh, yeah, I forgot there was a civilian. Shit. Well, too late. I don't know what that gamer score or achievement was for, but... Oh, well. I usually typically have a hard time even getting that guy anyway. Saved. Also, damn, nice. Alright. That usually never happens to me. I never get a chance to just do, like, a full throttle triangle combo on his ass. Sorry, Y combo, because I'm playing on Xbox, but still. Yeah, anywho, when it comes to hardcore in versus Turd Monkey channel stuff, like, for example, Crash Bandicoot feels like it's more of like a definite, yeah, that's a Let's Play game, not really something I could do a hardcore in guide of. I have, you know, thought about it before in the past of, like, what if I do, like, I don't know, all gems, no damage, some stupid crap like that. Something along those lines, maybe. Like, yeah, that could work. I mean, I did that for Warrior World. I did no damage run for Warrior World, which, by the way, was actually kind of slightly difficult. Not gonna lie. Not even slightly. It actually did have a lot of difficulty to it. It gave me a lot of trouble. But then you have, like, other things like Luigi's Mansion, you know, Hidden Mansion mode or whatever, and it's like, that's not really truly hardcore and worth, but, you know. And then I was waiting for, like, Luigi's Mansion 2 to come out so I could do that as well. I was like, nah, I don't really feel like it now. Because if I did Luigi's Mansion 2 or 3, it'd just be like, okay, here's how you get A rank. That's about it. So even, like, games like those, like, they would technically be better for Let's Plays, but they could also, I guess, work for hardcore. I don't know. To be honest, anything can work on hardcore, and anything can work on Turd Monkey. It just... I have a mindset when it comes to it, right? So, like, Metal Gear Rising, for example, my mindset is strictly focused on, I gotta get S ranks, I gotta play the best I can. I can't, you know, dick around, I can't have, like, generic fun. As in... See, I keep using words that are just bad. I can't just have the regular sense of fun. Like, I can't just, like, oh, I just want to play it casually. Because I've ruined Metal Gear Rising for myself to the point where I cannot play it casually. And I guess you could say the same thing goes for, like, Vanquish as well. Like, that's going to happen there, too. I don't think I can play Vanquish at a casual level enough anymore that it would make for a, you know, actual good, fun, casual Let's Play. But then again, maybe people might like this way of me doing things. Maybe they might like the concept of me trying to focus on being efficient with both Vanquish and Metal Gear Rising. You know, maybe people might enjoy that better. Who knows? And yes, I do typically stealth these sections, by the way. This is not just a Let's Play or hardcore in guide thing. This is just straight up like, I just normally do this. But see, the other thing too is like my mind is telling me like, oh man, you should have fucking just ran in there and just hit everything. That would have made for better content. Yeah, I guess so. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot these little buggers are right here. Don't mind them. They're just there. They're not a big deal. I mean, yes, they could do damage to you. Oh my fucking god, I don't care. Holy shit. Like, leave me the fuck alone, game. I got 2 achievements, and I got whatever the fuck... Yeah, I got that reward thing again. Alright, so this next part coming up, it's slightly difficult, but... you'll see what I'm talking about. It's hard not to get caught in this next section. Not on this guy, but on the side to the left of me. And also, I'm pretty sure the game checkpoint's, like, right here, too. So I'm pretty sure... Also, Silverback just means, like, kill, like, however many gorillas. Also, there's these little fuckers, too. You have to kill them fast. 'Cause I think they disappear after a while. And yes, they can strike you too, which sucks. But, you know, whatever. We should be able to get our health back. There we go. Not sure that's going to damage my S rank or not, but then again, who gives a fuck? Okay, albeit, I would like to get S rank as much as I can. But, you know, sometimes it might not be possible to do that. I'm going to try doing a jamming grenade real quick and see if that actually affects anything. See if it affects the tripods or not. So yeah, if you're getting S rank here, then you want to like watch out for the ceiling with these guys, because as soon as they spot you, they'll activate the Gorilla UG and he'll get pissy and, well, do what he does. Also, getting grabbed is not really a bad thing when you're just fighting these little creatures by themselves. To be fair, it's not the end of the world, trust me. Yeah, I still got a fucking B for that because, like, the little standing guys got me. I'm pretty sure they count toward your grade, but oh well. Because again, like, we don't need to go for S ranks, but getting more BP and getting faster upgrades and just better stuff over time wouldn't hurt. And getting that S rank will give me a lot more money. God damn, the habit of just wanting to hold down, you know, Y/triangle is killing me. Sorry. I'm not sick anymore, but I still have like a little bit of a cough, a little bit of, you know, stuffy nose. If it gets bad, I'll mute the mic, of course, but just letting you guys know ahead of time that I might accidentally just... It might get too hard to not do it without quickly, you know, muting the mic as fast as possible, so things could happen. And I have been taking Mucinex. It hasn't really been working very well, but at least I can say for myself that at least I do that. You know, at least I try to fucking get rid of the sicky. Maybe I might show off VR missions at some point. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Alright, we're still in Denver. Alright, so this part is a little bit annoying. There's going to be a couple of guys that are going to be down here. And you could just get these little turds to kind of like run toward you, and then you could just chop them up like this, if need be. I think I missed the arm. Oh well. But if you stay underneath the bridge for now, that would be very helpful, because you could avoid the UG up at top. Let me see here. I missed. He threw a grenade. Oh well. If I can get him to just come over here real quick, I can do this. Yeah, the thing is, like, if you cut the pillars, it's going to knock the UG on top down, and he's going to come down here and kick your ass. I mean, if you want to do this efficiently, that's what I'm trying to say. If you're trying to do this efficiently enough, then that would be the way to do it. You only need to cut down one, because, I mean, well, yeah. Now, again, if you have the, you know, late in game upgrade, it'll make this fight just ridiculously easy. But we don't have that. And I also suck at parries, so that doesn't help either. Now, you can use, like, I think jamming grenades might work. I'll have to check that out. We'll see. I'll try jam grenade. I mean, because it is technically a robot. Although I think jam grenades, I think, work just like chaff grenades from, like, Metal Gear Solid 1. Where I think it only works on, like, cameras and such. So, to be fair, that's kind of pointless for me to do that. EM grenades work perfectly because they stun enemies. But I kind of want to save my EMs just in case. For, you know, potentially later. Also, if you ever do, like, a finisher heavy attack, it will activate blade mode. But, of course, as you saw there, there was nothing to blade. There was no blue objects to blade and cut up. And that's just the formula of the game, though. That's just how it works. I was going to say, we should be done. I'll take an A, whatever. Alright, this next part, you can, if you want, you can stealth it like I'm going to do here. You don't have to, but, you know, the option's always there. Got his left arm. So, you know, grab that if you can. By the way, every time you get a stealth kill, you get fuel like, fuel back up, so... You don't need to Zondatsu every time, but if you want points and you want BP, then I still recommend doing Zondatsu, just because. Also, if you get caught here, they do, I think, spawn an armored hammered guy. And hammer guys are something that I just don't want to fight ever. And there you go. There should be a thing. Yep, there it is. Possible upgrade? We'll see. Yep, it is. Health upgrade, too. Yeah, you don't get ranked on that one, weirdly enough, but it's still nice just to get some stealth kills in and just make sure that I don't get fucked over by anything. Also, one of these buildings is a data chip thing. I think it's that one. This part's pretty funny, too, because, like, so, you could kind of just pass by that guy. Well, I mean, I kind of fucked up, but you could just pass by that guy relatively okay for what it's worth. And yes, they're RPG guys, of course. Lost an arm, but oh well. Just gonna go in and get some kills. I did see the chest down there, don't worry. Oh yeah, that's right. They spawn LQs. Or at least, I don't know what... Well, Blade Wolf is the name of the main one. And I think these are just regular-ass LQs. But they do come equipped with a laser beam, though. So, yeah, that's something completely new, by the way. It has mostly the same attacks as, like, the basic LQ. But he likes to dodge back a lot and try to, like, fire off a laser. But stunning them is not too hard, to be fair. They're kind of actually pretty somewhat simple to beat up, not gonna lie. You just gotta corner him. That's the main thing. And if you're lucky enough, you know, maybe he'll do like his dashing attack so I can get a good parry on him. The problem is like trying to catch up with the little fucker because he likes to, like I said, he likes to run away a lot. And then of course I missed that. God damn it, I hate that shit. Hate when games do that. Well, fuck it. Fuck your laser. And also, while I'm at it, fuck you. There we go. Got my shit back. Let's go grab that chest real quick and see what's inside. Probably nothing special, but hey. You know, it'd be worth the check. Wouldn't it? Could be something nice. Is that Nosferatu? Oh. Kinda looked like him for a second, didn't it? Nosferatu. I remember as a kid, I never got that joke. Oh yeah, this is something else you can do, by the way, too. Yeah. Yeah, just like in regular old-ass Metal Gear, you could just cut up images of women and you'll have somebody respond to it some way, shape, or form. Usually, Kevin responds to it pretty enthusiastically, and I think Courtney might have one, maybe. Maybe even Boris. I don't remember. When this cutscene pops up, I'm going to mute the mic real quick, and then... oh yeah, my nose is getting all stuffy again, so... Let me just let the game do its thing, and then I will be right back.
My sword is a means to an end, to protect those you'd prey on.
Really? Let me ask
Okay, there we go.
you, silence you've killed up to now.
I probably should turn up the volume a little bit, maybe. I don't know. Because, like, cutscene volume can be a lot quieter than gameplay volume is, and who knows?
Made their choice.
Sure they're adults. Sure they signed up for this. Right on the dotted line of their BMC contract. Usually they're no strangers to war. In fact, many times they already lost a limb or two.
You know, the annoying thing about, like, being an adult is... I don't feel like adults are smart enough to handle their own things. You know what I mean? Like,
Pumped full of fear-inhibiting nanomachines sent right into
yeah, there's obviously a lot of people out there that can
but they made their choice.
handle themselves just fine.
Open your eye and see, Raiden.
I've seen plenty.
Then listen. Those battlefield emotions that the nano suppress. Listen to them.
What are you talking about?
Sounds like Raiden's having a bit of a Psycho Mantis problem.
Listen closely now.
Watch my wife and son die. This is all I have left. You ain't shit. Goddamn, I ain't just my leg. I need a job.
Yeah, who would have guessed that this entire story wasn't so black and white? It's a Metal Gear game. When has it ever been fucking black and white? Ever.
Finish him off. Stop it!
What's funny is, like, I used to think, like, maybe this was just, like, Sam's way of fucking with Raiden. You know what I mean? Like, maybe this is just, well, not like Sam doing it, but, like, this is just made up, you know? These people don't actually think this way. Although I'm pretty sure they technically are, in all honesty, like, actively thinking. So, yes, we are killing. But, then again, it's a video game, so... But then you could say, like, well, Alex is a video game, but, like, you know, that's still pretty bad, bro. Yeah, but, I mean, it's a video game, so at the end of the day, this isn't real. And to be fair, like, you know, Raiden said, they made their own choice. But like I said before, too, like, I don't know, like, even then... Yeah, even then, adults just don't have, like, the best decision-making a lot of the time, either. So, I don't know. We're social creatures. We need to be with somebody else while we make those decisions, and not just by ourselves, I feel.
As opposed to AIs. You're all the same, huh? You and your brothers. Manipulating mankind for our own good. It appears my statement has
Well, at least he's got some sort of emotion to him, I guess. Or humanity.
I know you're right. As for AIs, we adapt as we learn.
That's the thing with Blade Wolf, is like, I mean, it's pretty damn obvious. It's one of those stories of, like, he's AI, but still has a bit of humanity. That kind of thing.
I guess that's a relief.
Samuel's behavior does not match established parameters.
You know him?
Affirmative. We served together on 3 previous missions. He proved most capable.
You think highly of him?
I have always found him dependable. Until now. Scouting.
So that's the thing, like, Blade Wolf mentioned that they went on missions together, but I don't remember, because, like, there's DLC for both characters, which I think might be free. I don't remember. Maybe not. I don't think it's free. Anyway, there's DLC for both Blade Wolf and Jetstream Sam. And I don't remember dead offhand if they actually technically connect to each other. Also, it's kind of funny how, like, this cutscene jumps straight to this. Because what's funny is, like, if you skip the cutscene, it's like, okay, it makes sense, because Raiden went under that whole, you know, spiel of he's kind of fucked and all that, blah, blah, blah. Also, you can skip past these guys if you want. You don't have to hit the fire extinguisher. If you do hit the fire extinguisher, they run over to where it's at, and you can just kind of make an escape. You don't have to fight them. However, if you want the S rank for this mission, for the entire file, this is something you have to do. You have to kill all these guys. And the way to do it is, of course, just, you know, hitting them with this. That's a pretty good combo. It just knocks them back on the ground. I could try showing it off, but I don't want to piss off too many people. As in, I don't want too many guys coming over here. But again, like I said, if you want to do this without, like, if you're not going for S rank stuff and you just want to just get through it, you can just easily do what I'm doing right now and just go the path I'm going. These guys won't find you. Even if they do, they don't take too long to kill. I think it's like 6 hits per. Well, I mean, that's actually kind of a bit of length to it, but still, for the most part, it's not a bad mission until you're going for S rank, and then that's when it just becomes incredibly annoying. So, like, for this part here, it doesn't matter. I mean, if you attack them or not, you're probably just going to get hit regardless. They're just going to eventually shoot you at some point. And as far as I know, you can't kill them either. But I hope you guys are ready for just nothing but non-stop cutscenes for, like, the next 30 fucking goddamn minutes. This is probably, like, one of the few... Well, I mean, there's a couple times. Like, final boss section, this section right now. There's not that many parts in this game where you had the classic Metal Gear, you know, long movie stuff. Well, to be fair, that's mostly MGS4 that has the long movie shit, but MGS1 still has a few parts that are kind of long, too, in terms of cutscenes. Like, was it Meryl, I think it was, that had, like, a really long-ass fucking scene when you talked to her on the codec. So yeah, we're going to be here for a while. This is going to be probably a longer video than normal. I mean, I can always cut it, you know, I can always just stop at 45 minutes, but if we're going to have a boss fight, we might as well just do the whole freaking boss fight in one video. And then after this, we go to Sundowner's place, and that is a nightmare of a level. Ranking-wise, of course. Usually when I say it's a struggle, I'm typically talking about that. Also, to be fair, Monsoon is a slight bit of a pain in the ass, and as you can tell, right then and there, there's a little bit of a prequel to that. Also, hear me out. Monsoon's, like, the back of his hair with that hat, well, with that helmet on, and the back of the hair, makes him look like Brack.
You're the ones exploiting them. You take advantage of their weakness.
For those that don't know what I'm talking about Brack from, like, Space Ghost. Which, of course, you know, he was reused in, like, Space Ghost Coast to Coast, and he had his own show, Brack Show. To be fair, the Brack Show was kind of funny. Yeah, it had some pretty decent moments. Like, the dad, for example, he was always kind of funny. And Zorak, you know, he's always funny as well. So this is a pretty interesting scene. You can look around... You know, you can look around at, like, everybody and what they're doing. But there actually is a little Easter egg that can show up. If you pay attention to, like, this guy right here. But it's more so like it happens after a bit of time. Also, yep, there you go. There's your meme cutscene. But if you look at this guy for a bit, you can see right there a cat will show up on screen. Yeah, just completely out of nowhere, this guy's just falling asleep. But don't worry.
You can't fight nature, Jack. Wind blows, rain falls, and the strong prey upon the weak. Sam tells me you see your weapon as a tool.
To be fair, this is way more interesting than what the fuck Monsoon's going on about. Bye, kitty. Just sucks that this guy's basically gonna die like in the next few minutes. Anyway.
That is until the illusion was broken. Don't be ashamed.
Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 cutscenes here. But it's still MGR, so they're not nearly as long as Metal Gear Solid would be, to be fair. They know that you want to get into the action, so they kind of just, for the most part, let you have it. And now we're going to get a pretty cool upgrade pretty soon.
Patriots. I thought I could walk off the battlefield and into a normal life. But here I am, surrounded by death, arguing philosophy with terrorists. I told myself this was about justice, about protecting the weak.
Doesn't Raiden normally do that? Doesn't he normally just argue and talk about philosophy with terrorists all the time? Isn't that just Metal Gear in general?
Felt good. Really good.
Sorry.
In America, my friends, my family, they helped me forget the devil inside. But who am I kidding? I was born to kill.
Kind of like Sam's gesture right there.
That means of
He's more impressed with it, you know. He's like, okay.
keep the Ripper in check.
You know, Raiden's got a little bit of a bad side going on in him.
You? But you.
You could ship that if you want, but
This is a wake-up call to what I really believe. What I really am. What are you saying? I'm saying Jack is back.
here comes yet another meme scene. I almost kind of feel bad for this guy right here.
Doctor, turn off my pain inhibitors.
What?
Turn off my cringe inhibitors.
This is madness. You
Do it!
All right.
What was that one where it's like you're drinking apple juice, but then you find out Suicai's piss or something like that? Hell, I'd gobble that shit down in a heartbeat.
This is my normal. My nature. You've lost your mind.
Some might even call it the rules of nature. What's funny is, like, when it comes to using your legs for combat, it gives off a very dancer ballerina vibe to it. But some people would think that's like really lame and cringe and stupid. But honestly, like, that's still pretty actually cool how,
I'll take this dance.
you know, it works for Raiden. It works really well for him. I think he looks still pretty cool when he does it. That's what I'm trying to say.
You're the boss. I misjudged.
As cool as Sam is, yeah, we're not going to have to tackle him right now. We've got a couple more files before we have to meet him. Now you're just being nasty.
That nickname you love so much. Want to know how I got it?
Wanna know how I got these scars?
Why don't I give you a demonstration? I think it's time for Jack to let her rip.
I'm not gonna lie, the thing is, I'm not a fan of Jack the Ripper voice, personally speaking. I think it's a little too much. Alright, so here we go. We got Monsoon fight, and of course, just like with anything else, if you parry him, eventually he'll fuck off. Now, the cool thing with this fight, though, is you're in constant Ripper mode. But yeah, if you get a parry, it does like a lot of damage. You can stun him. But if you're gonna go for a parry, make sure you're near a wall when you're doing it, because it's really hard to get him to get hit without being on a wall. This combo right here is relatively pretty easy to get a parry on, but he'll typically do that, which is very annoying. But that's okay, because again, we're just playing on, well, I think we're probably playing on normal, right? I don't know. Either way, we're playing on like a relatively simple difficulty. We're not trying to show off or do anything too crazy or cool. So, yeah. But if you get him next to a corner, like to a wall, that's actually a really good spot for that. Just for damage, because you'll have a hard time like smoke bombing and getting away with that shit. And just, in general, just getting nice hits on him so he doesn't back off and evade all the time. So now he's going to activate his Magnetic Force ability. Because, you know, he has a Wind of Destruction after all, so he's got the ability of magnetism. I forget what the fuck this draw is supposed to technically have, but, yeah. It's actually pretty damn cool, not gonna lie. And of course, every time he activates it, he'll do this entire section of having to cut things down, which eventually it's gonna get harder to avoid and be a lot more annoying to deal with. And while he's in this form, you only have one choice. You either have to parry him, or you have to EM grenade him. Or, eventually, I think you just breaks down to the point where he's like, alright, here you go, have it. But I'm just going to make it easy and just go EM grenade. And make sure you don't miss, because that will happen. If you miss, like I'm missing here, like a dumbass, it'll fuck up everything, and then you'll lose on your chance to get a hit in. I can't believe I missed fucking twice. 3 times, actually. To be fair. Okay, that's a move I don't think I've ever seen him really do. Yeah, the idea is to try to parry his body. Because, like, once he does, like, these flurries of attacks, you'll eventually just get a free parry anyway. Like, the game will just let you have it. So there's that. And then after you knock him down, he's going to lose out on his magnetism, and then he's just going to be straight up just regular monsoon for a bit. Speaking of magnetism, man, I fucking... You know, I used to love... oh, this does a lot of damage, by the way. Especially if you don't break out of it like I did there. Which is kind of hard to break out of, to be fair. I used to love Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go back in the day. And I still do, for the most part. I still think it's a really cool show. Yes, it's just Sentai monkeys, but, like... You know, I like that concept. I like monkeys a lot, obviously. And... I don't really particularly have a favorite character. I think they're all relatively pretty cool. I mean, to be fair, like, Nova herself is probably one of the weaker ones, considering the fact that she's just nothing but Punch, the character. Which, you know, it's pretty generic amongst the other characters. Like Antari, for example, being, you know, mostly, like, psychic-ish. But then you have, you know, Gibson with drills. Which I guess you could say that's also pretty somewhat generic-ish too, but it's cool. I think it's cool. And then you have, you know, Sparks with magnetism, which was always pretty cool, like magnet ability. And then Otto was saw blades, which again, you know, I guess when you think about it, like they're all relatively pretty somewhat generic, except for maybe Sparks, but. Still, I used to have an Auto toy as well. It was really cool as fuck, and I missed that toy. I wish I had it still. Would I play with it? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. But, like, it'd be cool just to have it again. Like, see if I can find it somewhere. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be around somewhere. It's not in my house, but maybe at my grandparents' house or something. I don't know, unless they threw it away. Alright, so this little thing right here, all you're gonna do is just block it. Block it twice, and then you'll go instantly into blade mode, which, that was fucking weird. Chop it up once, and then you're good. And yeah, here we go. Watch out for this shit. So just keep mashing that block button. He'll probably send out, like, yeah, he's going to send out the other one. He's going to send out his other hand. If you hit it down like that, if you get a parry on it, it'll just knock it down. But trying to parry the legs is kind of hard, but if you let him, like, do this combo on you, if you just keep mashing block, eventually you'll just get a full parry. But, you know, if you're like me and you're fucking dumb, I guess, yeah, you might fuck up and then lose out on your chance to get a nice parry hit in. This is really annoying to deal with because you'll do it, like, multiple times, and as far as I know, it can't be parried. I know it probably can. I'm pretty sure most things can. It just depends. You know, it depends on how quick on the draw you are. But I've always been pretty bad at it no matter what. Okay, there we go. So yeah, after a while, eventually you can just get pretty much just a full-on knockdown on his ass. Like, even if he's not in magnet mode, when he does that move right there, like that combo move right there, it's still pretty easy to parry him with it, because you'll just get like a free one if you just consistently block. Also, with smoke grenades, I don't think you can block them. I think you have to just, yeah, you have to watch out. You have to jump out of the way. I don't know where he's going to be at. It also depends on where the camera's at, too. Like, if you're facing this way, for example, you can make it to where, like, he kind of is forced to go to the wall. So that can help you out a lot if you're struggling with it. There's actually a weapon you get later in the game, in the next chapter, that helps out massively when it comes to doing damage to him in this fight. Which is very nice. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to hit down. I got so used to hitting up that I forgot to hit down for healing. So I'll probably end up getting more, like, not rations, but just, yeah, basically health packs. Which might be rations in this game. I should know this. I play this game, like, all the fucking time. You think I would know, but I don't. Yeah, repair nano paste, that's what it was. Okay, we have at least one EM grenade, so... It completely fucking missed. Yeah, thing is, like, take your time. Well, not too much time, but take a little bit of time to just aim it properly. When it comes to, you know, hitting that blade mode hit on him. Because if you fuck up like I did there, you know, it won't be very good, obviously. You definitely don't want to waste time on it. You don't want to miss, either. You don't want to miss a hit, because if you miss a hit, he's just going to go back into fucking with you, pretty much. And, well, that's just not cool. And this should be, I think, yeah, he's at 10%, so he's basically dead. Once you get him down to 10%, it's pretty much over. Yeah, the game's all fucky. That's the first I've seen that happen. I think it's the Xbox One version of the game that's doing that. Well, technically, this is the 360 game, but on Xbox One. I don't have it physically, though. I wish I did. But that's the thing that sucks about digital games is, well, you don't really technically own them. But some games, I don't have a choice. Alright, here we go. Hit YB. Oh, yeah, that's right. I have to chop through this. And then you hit YB. And then you can go in for the kill. And done. See ya. Space Cowboy. Alright, not bad. Got an A out of it. Not too bad, I guess. And yeah, we now have access to Ripper mode, which is basically just hitting in both sticks at the same time. It's just rage mode for the game, but it is a perfect rage mode. It is an amazing rage mode. It really does slice and dice. Monsoon's fight doesn't really show it off very well in terms of like the damage that it can do. Oh, look at that. The sun will rise. What does that mean? We got Sundowner next. And he's got the red sun.
I return to the earth. Wind blows. Rain falls. The strong pray.
Yeah, they prey on the weak because why would they waste their energy fighting the strong?
Is as it should be.
And by the way, to activate Ripper mode, you do, of course, need like a full bar. Yes, I have 2 extra bars. I'm just saying, like, you need like a full main bar.
Right in?
Yes.
Fine, Kevin. Relax. I'll get the brains.
It seems you don't have any yourself.
I don't want this for anyone else.
A cool cybernetic body?
All right, man.
That sounds pretty fucking badass, you ask me.
Later.
Well, that's the thing, though, like, I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a penis anymore, right? Like, yeah, he doesn't have to really... I think there's, like, a waist filter thing that they have for them. But, man, he can't jerk off anymore. That sucks. Alright, anyway. That's file R-03. We missed, technically, one mission somewhere. I don't remember what... Oh, it's that, the stealth mission thing. Yeah, that's right. So you unlock a new weapon, which is basically just a free EM grenade. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. It basically just straight up is an EM grenade. It's awesome. So we are going to buy it because I want it, and it's a very good sub-weapon to have. While we're at it, let's just buy some extra health, I guess, and then some extra fuel, because why not? And I think the next thing that starts, the next chapter, I don't think it has a... I don't remember if it has a cutscene in the beginning or not. I don't think so. Alright, let's get the basic upgrades. Yes, of course I can just upgrade the size right now, but let's just leave it as it is for the moment. We'll worry about that stuff later. Skill-wise, I don't think I've shown off everything. We did the dive, blocking air, dodge. I haven't done that one yet. Because I haven't bought it. I haven't bought that one yet either. And that's, you know, for the pole arm. Sure, let's buy a Thunder Strike, I guess. And while we're at it, we'll buy Sweep Kick. This move right here is really good. Alright. I don't think there's another cutscene. I mean, if there is, then so be it. If not, then alright. Because, I mean, there's just this scene right here. Yeah, we just walk straight into the World Marshal building. Alright, cool. But I'll let it, you know, play out its thing real quick, because it's got to. To the right over here, there's actually a nano paste repair. But here's another section that's somewhat difficult to S rank, but nowadays, not so much. And I might even just do the whole thing just to show it off for you guys. So anyway, yeah, that'll be for next time. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you all then. And of course, as always, take care, everybody.